Alrighty, let's go to our power rankings. We'll end the show with this. We've seen all the teams play. This was the power rankings going into week 14. We had the Seahawks at 10, the Titans at 9, the Dolphins at 8, the Rams at 7, the Bills at 6, the Browns at 5, the Saints at 4, the Packers at 3, the Steelers at 2, the Chiefs at 1. And I think we can all agree that there needs to be a lot of shakeup here, and there is. So, without further ado, let's start here at number 10, and I may have gone a little wild on this team. I don't want to drop this team this far, but we have to. This offense is sputtering a little bit, but we're not ready to bail on them yet. We still like this team, and we're still believing in this team, but we do have to knock them down a little bit here. They really kind of have to prove themselves offensively once more for us to really kind of start buying into them a lot more. The new number 10 team is the Pittsburgh Steelers, folks. And, we've been big on this team this entire season. We're still big on this team. They're dealing with a ton of injuries. The COVID-19 list, 3 games in 12 days. We're giving them the benefit of the doubt. The Steelers defense was doing absolutely fantastic for Josh Allen this week until Big Ben, the offensive side for the Steelers, threw that interception. So, the Steelers team needs to start cleaning it up offensively, and once they do, we'll start moving them back up. But until they do that, we have to drop them down because other teams are showing that they're good on defense and on offense, and the Steelers the past couple weeks have not been showing me what I need to see on offense. Now, like I said, I'm chalking that up to 3 games in 12 days, the whole COVID, playing wonky days at wonky times. We're going to give the Steelers a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, not kicking them off the top 10 just quite yet. We'll leave them at 10 and see how they do next week. Alrighty, the new number 9 team, and this team is taking a little bit of a hit, but we're still keeping them in the top 10 because we still like them, but we have to move them down because we have to create room for other teams, unfortunately. But the new number 9 team, they're dropping from 5. They're dropping down to 9 here with the Cleveland Browns, and I still liked everything that they showed me defensively. It's hard to stop the Ravens, folks. I mean, the Steelers forced 4 turnovers on the Ravens and still won by like 3 points, kind of like what the Dolphins did against the Chiefs, but they lost by 3 points. So, you can try and stop them, but they're going to get right back at it. They're going to get right back at it again. And, they turn it over 3 times. Doesn't really matter. They'll get right back at it because that's kind of how explosive these offenses work. These are not the same offenses that we can compare a classic traditional football offense to. So Chiefs and Ravens, they're kind of in a different category of their own just offensively. So Browns, they played decently defensively, and Baker Mayfield, he played well, but still that turnover. Same thing with real Josh Allen too. Yes, he played good, but he still had that turnover that really could have affected the game. Now, luckily for the Bills, their defense cleans up that turnover and it has no points out of it, but the Browns defense are at the 1-yard line. It's really nothing they can do. So Baker Mayfield still making the mistakes a little bit, has to play a clean, flawless game of football if they want to have a chance to win. They did it last week against the Titans. That's why they won, and they couldn't just do it this week against the Ravens. So still like this Browns team offensively, defensively, quarterback, weapons, coach, love all of it. Browns at number 9. Unfortunately, they lost. And that's why we had to drop them up to number 9 because we have a new number 8 team. Now, who's the new number 8 team? The Dolphins fall off the list. We're taking them completely off the list because the Dolphins, they do not have a good enough offense to really kind of compete. They have the defense, but in the top 10, you need the defense and offense. That's why we're not putting the Bucs in the top 10 because Tom Brady, a little shaky on offense, and their defense, they can stop the run, but that's really it. So we want good offenses, good defenses on this power rankings. We're this close to taking the Steelers off because they don't have a good offense, but because of kind of their schedule, and I said the benefit of the doubt that we're giving the Steelers, we're leaving them at number 10. But the new number 8 team is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. That's why we had to drop the Browns to 9 because I'm not putting the Browns above the Ravens after they just won in Cleveland. So That's a huge game. So this week we put the Ravens at 8. Their offense is very good, folks. When everything's healthy, you can't stop them. As we just saw, the Browns, I mean, they gave up 45 points and it was still a close game. But at the end of the day, the Ravens are going to do what they do. They've got the solid kicker. They'll drill it from 55. They only need that minute to go down the field like the Chiefs do. You leave too much time on this clock, and we're talking about explosive, high performance offenses out here that can drive the length of the field in under a minute. Maybe a little bit of bad clock management by the Browns, but they needed a touchdown. It's not like, they needed only 3 and they got 7 and then, the Ravens get 7 themselves. It's not like that. So the Browns, they did all they could with the clock management. It's not like, you can choose when you score a touchdown. You just need to get the touchdown. So unfortunately for the Browns, it came with a minute left. This Ravens offense is so explosive. Their defense is good too. They forced that key turnover against, Baker Mayfield to really kind of secure their victory. And, yes, they kind of started to come back in the fourth quarter, but Trace McSorley came in. It was real wonky, so they overcome everything. Lamar Jackson's healthy. The Ravens are healthy. The kicker is clutch. We love everything about this Ravens team, and we'll have them up at number 8, finally breaking in the top 10 for a couple weeks. They haven't been here in a couple weeks, so very well done to the Ravens. Their offense, folks, it's a treat to watch. Their offense, the Chiefs' offense, best offenses to watch, the most entertaining. They're like the Golden State Warriors, folks. Okay, let's go to number 7. And this team is dropping a little bit. This was the number 4 team going into this week. They are now dropping down to number 7. The New Orleans Saints are the new number 7 team here, and this is starting to look like what happened with the Saints the last 3 seasons, why they kind of get that early exit in the playoffs, because they don't kind of show up in some games. Like, there's no reason why the Saints defense alone should have lost to Jalen Hurts. He dink and dunked his way through a win, and I don't get that. How you can just sit back, let a rookie quarterback dink and dunk all over you for an entire win. I don't get it. What are the Saints doing defensively? If you have a rookie quarterback starting his first start, you pressure this man. You don't let him get dink and dunk. Let him beat you down the field. If that's how that happens, that's how it happens. But I'm not letting you dink and dunk on me for an entire game to get the win. I'm not letting it do that. So once again, the Saints defense doesn't kind of step up in a key situation. The Saints lose that number 1 spot in the NFC to the Packers because of this loss. Come on. I understand Taysom Hill didn't play the best, but, I mean, that's another sign that, Taysom Hill didn't play good on the road his first meeting, and they'll have Drew Brees in the playoffs, so this is just kind of speaking to their defense. They always blow it defensively. You let a rookie quarterback just dink and dunk all over you for a win. Not like you let him go in the first quarter and that was it, then you figured out in the second half, you lost the game. I don't like it. So Saints are still showing me what they have done the previous couple of seasons. They're still not making the key adjustments that needed to be made from season to season. They're falling into the same grooves. They'll have an early playoff loss and then cry about how they lost in the playoffs, and we'll have to hear it again going into 2021. So I like the Saints offensively. I still like Taysom Hill. He just didn't have a great game, and the Saints defense didn't step up when they needed to. So the Saints fall to number 7. This is going to be the same story that we've heard for the past 3 seasons in the playoff, folks. So they're still making the same mistakes. Alrighty, here we go. New number 6 team, and it's going to be the Tennessee Titans. They move up a little bit here. Love what they do. Derrick Henry, best running back in the league, and when he is on fire, you cannot stop this Titans team, I will tell you. That run opens up the pass so much. We see Ryan Tannehill bombing it down the field to his great wide receivers, A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. What a wide receiver core that they have in Tennessee to go along with the running back, to go along with a above average game manager quarterback and Ryan Tannehill. So I still love this Titans team. Their defense, they took a little bit of a hit against the Browns, but they won the second half, and then they won this game, only allowing, the Jags? They had the Jags this week to like 10 points. So they played great. Ryan Tannehill played great. Derrick Henry played even better. The wide receivers played great. The defense played great. So when everything goes right, this Titans team, it's hard to beat them, folks. They just play smash mouth football and everybody buys in. So Titans are back to winning. Love to see it. They didn't give up kind of that first quarter blowout. Let's see, did they play good in the first half? Because that's kind of another knock that we have on this Titans team. It kind of get a little bit takes a little bit to the second half to really get them going offensively. So let's see. They put up 17 in the first half, 14 in the second half. So, I mean, this is an even scoring game. Love to see it. The Titans are back, folks. This is a deadly team. Watch out for them in the AFC. They'll do the same thing they did last year, get to the AFC Championship game and maybe struggle against the Chiefs, but this Titans team is top-notch. We love them. Titans at 6. All right, new number 5 team, and hey, they're not turning the ball over. Russell Wilson's playing great, folks. That's all we need to see. How well is Russell Wilson playing? Because that's kind of how they kind of fare in games. If Russell Wilson turns the ball over, they're probably going to lose. He doesn't, they win basically every single time. So he turned the ball over once, but they were already up like 40-3 at that point. They let Geno Smith come in. The Seahawks defense is getting there. I just saw a stat yesterday. Jamal Adams, as a defensive back, has like 6.5 sacks this season, and that's the most ever. That's a record for a defensive back, sacks in a single season. So the Seahawks defense is getting better. They're shoring it up. The offense, they're shoring that up. Russell Wilson trying not to turn the ball over anymore, and if he doesn't do that, they're one of the best teams in the league, folks, especially at home. So if they don't turn the ball over, I absolutely love this Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson. It's starting to get to the back half of the season, the end of the season. Look for him to play clean football along with probably some other quarterbacks, probably Aaron Rodgers. But love the Seahawks not turning the ball over. Huge sign. We can move them. We can start moving them up a little bit. So Seahawks at 5. All right, new number 14. We got to put them on here. They move up as well. We got to put the Rams. Great win against the Patriots. And this is what the Rams do. They put up 24 points. That's what we're going to do. Good defense, bad defense. We're not going to kind of rise up to the occasion offensively against bad defenses. We're still going to put up 24 points, and we're not going to flounder against the good defenses. We're still going to put up 24 points. So that's what the Rams do offensively, folks. 24 points. That's what you can kind of lock in, expect game in, game out. You judge, whether you take the spreads based on them putting up 24 points. Now, that's what they do offensively. What they do defensively, it's pretty good itself. They shut down players. They shut down teams. They shut down that Cam Newton team. They allowed them 3 points. Fantastic. They shut it down defensively. They put up 24 points, and they usually do not allow more than 24 points defensively. So we finally know this is what the Rams are, folks. There's no question what you're getting in the Rams week in, week out, whether Jared Goff throws for 400 yards, whether he throws for 120 yards, they're putting up 24 points. They'll find a way to put up 24 points, and Sean McVay knows this. That's why he's 38-0 leading into halftime, because they know when they get the lead, they're just going to lock it up defensively, run out the clock offensively. Love what the Rams are doing. They're winning consistently. That's something that we needed to see from them. They're winning on the road. They're winning at home. Love it, love it, love it. Rams at 4. Alrighty, new number 3 team, folks, and I'm buying in, folks. I'm about to switch my fandom to the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, what he is doing this season, we've been waiting for the setback, the step back, the multiple interceptions, the game-losing, interception, the pick sixes that put them down 2 possessions. We've been waiting for that, but that's never coming, because Josh Allen, has he finally figured it out? Has he finally taken that next step? All signs point to yes, folks, and when they are, this is one of the deadliest offenses in the league. How crazy is that? He's not making mistakes. The defenses cannot stop this team. They cannot stop Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley. One of them's going to be open, and Josh Allen's going to put it right on the money on them. So, love what they're doing offensively. Josh Allen's not turning the ball over. This defense is good as well, folks. They didn't let Big Ben air it out, 15 points against them. So this defense of the Bills, they're top tier. I don't know if we put them in the top 5 just quite yet. They can definitely make the argument for that, and I may agree with your argument. I'm not saying that, but they're definitely top 7. Can we say that? Steelers, Dolphins, Eagles. Who's got a better defense? Yeah, Rams, got to put the Rams in there. So it's either like Washington or Bills in the top 5. So, I mean, they're very close, folks. I'm not saying that this defense is not good. They're very good, top 5. We'll say top 6. We'll have Washington, top defenses, Steelers, Dolphins, Washington, Bills, Rams. Who was the last one that we just left out? Steelers. I don't think we said Steelers. So that's the 6 right there. That's top 6. Make of it what you will. Bills, they're good offense. They're good defense. The coach is doing good. The quarterback's doing good. The wide receivers, they're all buying in. The running backs are getting there. And there was this quote, and I forgot to like it, or this tweet, I forgot to like it. Let's see if I can find it as I'm looking for it, because I think it was today. Stephon Diggs versus, or it was Bills versus Steelers this week. Obviously, we all saw it. And if you not know, Juju Smith-Schuster, wide receiver for the Steelers, he's a TikTok star, folks. So during, the warm-ups, Juju Smith-Schuster goes into, the Bills logo and starts dancing for a TikTok. Now, Josh Allen sees this, and in the tunnel before they're coming out, and when he breaks it down, he's like, hey, they can dance, they can fucking talk, we're just going to go out there and fucking play. And honestly, that may have been the best thing I've ever seen Josh Allen do, and I think it kind of won me over a lot. Him just, we're no nonsense over here. He's all in. He's, practicing hard. He's buying in. He wants to improve, and for that, we put them at the number 3 best team in the league, folks. This Bills team can be dangerous. If Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over, they're kind of like Seattle. If Russell Wilson turns the ball over, they'll probably lose. Josh Allen turns the ball over, they probably lose. But if they don't, watch out, because they're going to put up points and you won't be able to stop it. Unfortunate. So Bills at number 3. We're finally buying in. Bills at 3. All right, new number 2 team. Got to put the Green Bay Packers in there, very close to going up to that number 1 seed. If the Chiefs didn't just turn it over 4 times and still put up 33 points and still win the game, we gotta keep the Packers at 2. Because if Aaron Rodgers is throwing 3 interceptions, you can guarantee they lose the game. We've seen it multiple times. Against the Bucs, he throws 2 interceptions. Against the Colts, I believe he threw an interception. And then they lose in overtime because of a fumble. So this Packers team, they can't overcome turnovers. Chiefs are like, okay, we turned it over. So what? We gave them an extra possession. We'll cancel it out. They capitalized a turnover for a field goal. We're going to go score a touchdown in 1 minute. That'll cancel it out, right, Andy Reid? So this Packers team is very good. They're not as dangerous offensively as the Chiefs are. That's why Chiefs are at 1. But Aaron Rodgers, he's very good. The defense is good. The defense is like a game manager. It's real crazy. It's real even bizarre to think about, but that's what they are. Aaron Rodgers, do we have to bring up the drives from last week? We already said it on Monday when we broke down this game, but these drives by Aaron Rodgers, these are magnificent, folks. The first touchdown drive a minute so they can score quick. But look at this, something that I didn't really know that they could do. They can go on long, methodical drives, and they did it against the Lions. 12 plays, 69 yards, 7 minutes. Let's look at these other touchdown drives. 14 plays, 90 yards, 9 minutes. 12 plays, 80 yards, 8 minutes. I mean, folks, they're taking time to score the ball. They will drive the ball methodically, eat up the clock. Aaron Rodgers can go deep on you. He can dink and dunk. He doesn't turn it over. That's what we love. Good offense, good defense. Packers at 2. Chiefs at 1. We just said it. 4 turnovers. All 4 by Patrick Mahomes. No. 3 by Patrick Mahomes. 1 fumble by a wide receiver. So 4 turnovers. And they still overcome and win the game. Patrick Mahomes is great, sensational. The defense is great, sensational. That's all we need to know. High scoring, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. Is that all y'all need to know? Oh, you need more Tyreek Hill, best wide receiver in the game. Oh, you need more LaShawn McCoy, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Oh, you need more Travis Kelce, best tight end in the game. That's all y'all need, folks. That's all. Oh, you need more defense, Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, you need more? They have Sammy Watkins. 6'3". Go up and get it. You need more? What else can we think? Oh, they have a offensive coordinator that is going to be on the top list of head coaches everywhere, head coaching positions everywhere. You need more? They're defending Super Bowl champions. Oh, you need more? They were down 10 in the first quarter, and they still come back and win. Do you need more? Because I'm running out of things. They were down 10 in the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter. Do you need more? Do y'all need more? They got 1 loss this season if y'all need some more. So Chiefs at number 1. Let's stop disrespecting the greatness. Let's appreciate some greatness here. Chiefs are the best team in the league.